if the Ukrainians win the war and expel the Russian troops from Ukraine, the Russian people aren't going to allow him to be president anymore. And if he's not president in that part of the world, you go to jail and you probably die. And so Putin has got to do something now to try to upgrade his war efforts. And what ended up happening was that he had a bunch of people who became all too powerful in these private military companies, like Yevgeny Prigozhin, who didn't show loyalty to him. So he's stuck in a place where his normal military generals don't work. He can't have private military companies because that just threatens his own power. And so he's scrambling. He's looking for any angle, any way he can try to turn this thing around.
And there are reports, I mean, you mentioned Prigozhin, and there are reports that 13 Russian pilots died in his mutiny. And that kind of comes alongside a lack of ammunition that's being complained about. Does this growing discontent in the Russian military, could we see it amount to anything, either civilians or within the military itself?
I always thought that the mothers of the dead soldiers would be the political force that would change things. That had been the case when during the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan, Russia lost about 15,000 soldiers, and it was the mothers who somehow were the ones to bring change. Here you've got a situation where the Russians are closing on a number of about 250,000 dead soldiers, which is almost 20 times the losses in Afghanistan.